you are probably going to die rich, and it is the absolute biggest financial mistake you will ever make in your entire life. I know that sounds completely insane. We are literally brainwashed from birth to hoard cash like squirrels preparing for an eternal winter. We are told to save, save, save. Buy the used car, skip the expensive coffee, max out the 401k. But here is the brutal truth. If you die with $1 million sitting in your bank account, you did not win the game of capitalism. You lost. You worked thousands of hours for absolutely nothing. You were basically a volunteer employee for the system, trading your irreplaceable life energy for numbers on a screen that you never even got to enjoy. Have you ever seen a U-Haul truck being pulled behind a hearse? No? That is because you cannot take it with you. Today, we are going to tear down the most uncomfortable, controversial, yet mathematically perfect philosophy in personal finance. We are talking about dying with zero. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Richard. Richard was the ultimate model citizen. He did everything right. He worked as an engineer for 45 long years. He never bought a flashy car. He lived in a modest house, and he invested every spare penny he had. When his friends in their 20s were out exploring Europe, making memories, getting lost in foreign cities, Richard stayed home. He watched his stock portfolio grow. When his family wanted to upgrade their cramped kitchen in their 40s, Richard said no. He said they needed to be safe. He needed that financial safety net. Finally, at age 65, Richard retired. He had a net worth of $2.5 million. Society looked at him and applauded. But 2 short years into his retirement, tragedy struck. Richard suffered a massive stroke. For the next 3 years, he was in and out of hospitals. He couldn't walk. He couldn't travel to those countries he had saved for. He couldn't even enjoy a simple round of golf. He died at age 70. When the executor of his estate checked his accounts, the balance was actually $2.8 million because the stock market kept going up while he was sick in a hospital bed. Society looks at Richard and calls him a financial success. They say, "Wow, what a guy! He died a millionaire." But that is not success. That is a heartbreaking tragedy. Richard wasted 45 years of his precious life, energy accumulating casino chips that he never, ever cashed in. He delayed his entire existence for a future that simply never arrived. Money is not the actual goal here. We look at our banking apps and we get a massive dopamine hit when the balance goes up. But money is just a tool. It is a stored battery of your life energy. You trade your finite, dying hours on this planet to get it. If you trade 2,000 hours of your life to earn $100,000, and then you die without ever spending it, you sacrificed an entire year of your life for a total ghost. This brings us to the massive flaw in standard financial advice, the utility curve of money. Financial gurus love to pretend that a dollar is worth a dollar no matter when you spend it. But biologically, that is completely false. Think about it. I want you to imagine 3 people. Person A is 25, person B is 45, person C is 85. I hand each of them $10,000 in cash and tell them they have to spend it right now on a ski trip to the Swiss Alps. Are they going to get the exact same value out of that money? Not even close. A 25-year-old spends $10K and gets maximum joy, intense skiing, hostels, new people, nonstop energy. At 45, the trip is still good, but limited by fatigue, responsibilities, and physical strain. At 85, the same trip may barely be possible, offering minimal enjoyment. The cost stays the same, but the value drops sharply with age. That's the reality of human biology. In your 20s, you have health and time, but zero money. In your 50s, you have money and health, but zero time. In your 80s, you have money and time, but zero health. Saving excessively for a version of yourself that cannot physically play the game anymore is completely illogical. So why do we do it? Why are we terrified to spend? Two reasons: the fear of running out and the kids. Let's tackle the fear first. You say, I don't want to be eating cat food when I am 90. I need that $1 million for safety. I get it. Longevity risk is real. Hitting zero at 75 and living to 95 is a financial disaster. But dying with zero does not mean aiming for zero the day you retire. It means aiming for zero the day you die. Hoarding an extra $500,000 just in case is the most inefficient way to manage fear. The actual mathematical solution is insurance. It is called an annuity. If you are terrified of living too long, you hand an insurance company a lump sum, and they guarantee you a monthly paycheck until the day you die, even if you live to be 110. You hedge your risk without locking up hundreds of thousands of dollars that could have been a family vacation or a career sabbatical when you were actually young enough to care. Now, let's talk about the kids. This is the ultimate excuse. I am not spending my money because I want to leave a legacy. It is a noble thought, but the data proves we are doing it completely wrong. Do you know the average age someone actually receives an inheritance? It is 60 years old. Think about that for a second. If you die at 85, your kids are in their late 50s or 60s. Does your 60-year-old child need your money? No, their mortgage is probably paid off. Their kids are grown. Getting a windfall at 60 is just bonus money. It does not change their life trajectory. But imagine giving them that exact same money when they were 30. At 30, that cash is a down payment on a house in a safe neighborhood. It is the seed money to start a business or escape crushing student debt. The die with zero philosophy includes your kids. Give them their inheritance while you are alive. Give it with a warm hand, not a cold hand from the grave. You actually get to see them enjoy it. To stop living on financial autopilot, recognize that experiences are assets. Memories pay dividends every time you revisit them. Like compound interest, they grow over time. A trip at 25 yields decades of returns, while the same trip at 65 yields far less. Delaying experiences reduces their value. Throw out your bucket list. It often sits unused until it's too late. Instead, use time buckets. Split your life into 5-year ranges and assign goals based on when they make sense. Adventure in your 30s, timnet's 40s, slower pursuits later, family moments when the window exists. This reframes priorities. You're not running out of money, you're running out of time. Let's talk about the deaccumulation phase. Most of us are absolute experts at accumulation. We know exactly how to save, but we have absolutely no idea how to spend. There is a psychological peak where your net worth should stop growing and actually start shrinking. For most people, this should happen way earlier than they think, usually in their late 40s or early 50s. Are you technically working for free right now? If you are 55 years old and your net worth is still going up every single year, you have already won the game. But you are still playing because you simply do not know how to stop. You are the treadmill runner who crossed the finish line an hour ago, but is still running just because the machine is turned on. You need to calculate your survival number, the cost of your basic life plus healthcare until age 95. Anything above that number is not savings. It is consumption capital. It is money that must be spent or given away, or it is completely wasted. I want you to audit your life right now. If you died today, what is the exact balance in your bank account? Let's say it is $50,000. Ask yourself, what experiences did you say no to this year just to save that 50 grand? Did you skip your best friend's bachelor party? Did you deny your kid music lessons? If you died today, that $50,000 is nothing but a cold monument to the experiences you denied yourself. To quickly recap, stop trading your prime years for a surplus that just becomes a statistic. Calculate your survival number, buy the experiences now. Give the money to your kids while they can actually use it, and build your memory dividends before your health runs out. Your legacy is not the number in your bank account. Your legacy is the memories you leave in the people you love and the memories you keep in your own head. If this philosophy scared you a little bit, or if it made you rethink that trip you have been putting off for 5 years, hit the subscribe button. I'm Toby, your chill investor, and I want you to be wealthy in life, not just on paper. Question for you. What is the one big experience you are going to move into your current time bucket right now? Drop it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.